Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a hygiene and skincare project pan and empties. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys things that I'm loving and using up and have massive dents in, slash things that I'm almost out of, slash things I'm trying to use up and really want to project pan. Plus, I'm going to share with you all the stuff that I have empties over the last couple of months. So today's video is hopefully going to be very motivating and hopefully inspire you guys to try to get through some of your things as well. And throughout the video, I'm going to share with you what have been my favorites, what have made it to Holy Grail status, what are things I would repurchase, and what are things I would not repurchase. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Alithia. I would love if you would consider subscribing if you're new here. On this channel, I share pretty much anything that sparks joy for me. So that's everything from makeup to cleaning to decluttering to fashion to empties and skincare and hygiene and household things, just, normal life things. So hopefully you enjoy the vibes of my channel, and without further ado, let's get on into today's project pan and empties. Alright guys, so here we are in my bathroom. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to get into the things that I'm using up, close to being finished, or trying to use up. And then we'll go over to, I don't really think I have anything that I'm close to being used up in the makeup category. It's mostly just skincare. And then we'll go through empties of things I actually have used up. And please excuse my voice. I have a cold again. That seems to be the running theme on my channel for the last 5 years. It's I'm healthy for a week or two and then I do night shifts and then I get sick. However, I am happy to share with you guys that I have a new role at my job and it does not require any night shifts. Hallelujah. So going forward, I will not be doing any more nights. I still have 3 more 12-hour day shifts, and then I switched to a different position that is actually Monday to Friday from 7 to 3:30, which is awesome, and I'm very much looking forward to it. There still will be some overtime and stuff like that involved, but when I tell you guys I am so tired of getting sick because of my job, I cannot even... Nothing could be more true. Nothing could have more conviction than that statement, because every single time I work night shifts, I get sick. And the only way to avoid that is to just not do them. And it has been a struggle. It has been a struggle because of just everything going on in my life the last couple years, plus all the kind of mental health stuff I was dealing with, plus physical health and just being pulled in 10,000 directions and doing everything kind of on my own and not getting to rest. And then, days being busy, not getting breaks, staying late, doing night shifts. I mean, it is hard. Anyways, so this video isn't supposed to be about working in healthcare. But yeah, I'm so glad that I don't have any more nights, but please excuse my voice. I haven't taken any Tylenol cold and flu yet today. I'm just hoping that we can get through it and that my voice isn't too annoying for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the stuff on this tray. This is primarily the stuff that I'm using up and wanting to use up. Everything else is already in the empties bin, and yeah, I'm also going to do another video about organizing some of my makeup after, because I have a lipstick organizer coming, which I'm super excited about. And then we're going to go and sort my lipsticks. But yeah, let's get into this skincare. All right, so on this skincare tray is my daily and nightly essentials. There's also a couple duplicates on here because there's one product that's new that's replacing another product. There's also 2 sunscreens, and there's a product that I only use on my hands and my neck. So it's kind of looking very busy right now. And also the La Mer, I'm actually out of the La Mer. I finished it. But let's just go through one by one. The La Mer is going to go into the empties bin after it leaves the bathroom today. And I just want to share with you guys a couple things that are new, so I'm not using them, not close to being done using them, and stuff that I have been using and loving, and stuff that I'm pretty much done or is basically empty. Okay, so first up is the La Mer. I pretty much finished this morning, actually. There's a tiny bit left in there if I really dig, but it is pretty much empty. And would I like another La Mer face cream? Yes, I would. Do I want to spend the money on it right now? No, I do not. I love this cream. I bought this over a year ago, you guys. I bought this in January of 2024, and this is how long it lasted. So yes, it's expensive, but it lasted a really long time. And I think the reason it lasted a long time is because A, a little bit goes a long way, and B, I didn't use it every single night. I was kind of alternating with other creams, and then as I started getting to the nitty-gritty when it was almost empty, I just was really trying to make it stretch because I didn't want to buy anymore, and I just needed some intense hydration the last couple days, so I've been using this, and now it's pretty much out. So I am going to hold on to this container even though it's an empty, just because I love the container. I think it's so beautiful. I was also thinking I could put some other cream in it. Like if the Nivea was a good dupe, I could put the Nivea cream in here just to have the same kind of vibes. They pretty much smell the same. They smell the same, they look the same, they pretty much feel the same, but they are not the same. Nivea breaks me out, La Mer does not break me out. So yeah, so this one is empty, but I'm not gonna get rid of the container, and I can see myself repurchasing this again because I love it so much. If the Nivea did what this did and didn't break me out, I would just use the Nivea. Maybe as I get older, like when I'm no longer prone to having acne, maybe when I'm in my 40s or 50s or 60s, maybe I'll be able to use this, but right now, or the Nivea rather, but right now I need the La Mer over the Nivea. This is another product I have been trying to use up, and I'm getting pretty close. I still have quite a lot left actually. Like, it's deceiving the size of the container, but I have been using this pretty much every single day. For like the last month, I've used a couple other sunscreens like intermittently, but I've been using this a lot, just trying to use it up. It's the Nude Sticks Nude Screen Daily Mineral Veil SPF 30, and I'm just trying to use it up because it's only SPF 30, and we're coming into the summer months pretty soon, and I prefer SPF 50. This is nice. It's hydrating. It is a little bit thick on the skin. I don't love how thick it feels on the skin. It's supposed to be a sunscreen and a primer in one. This one is tint free. It comes with a nice pump dispenser, and I do quite like it, but it is very rich. But if you have dry skin, this is quite nice. It definitely is very hydrating, moisturizing, thick, rich. Not for somebody with oily skin. I would not recommend, but I am trying to use this up. I've been using it liberally every single day, and I hopefully in the next week or two, this is completely empty. The next product that I was trying to use up, and then I decided to use up the Nude Sticks instead, is the Murad City Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is a mineral sunscreen, and I love it. The reason I went back to the Nude Sticks is because this is SPF 30, and I wanted to get rid of this sooner before it's summer. And this one expires supposedly in April this year, which we're already at the end of April, but I'm sure it'll be good for another month, because I think today's May 2nd. But I love this sunscreen. This one's also very rich and moisturizing. I don't think I'd recommend this for somebody who has oily skin. I love it for my dry skin. It's not as thick and as heavy feeling as the Nude Sticks, and I could see myself repurchasing this. It was kind of expensive. It was like $93. I'm about like maybe here on it, maybe here. I've been trying my best to use it up over the last couple months, just knowing that it was coming up on its expiration date. But I would repurchase it even though it's expensive, because it does last a really long time, and it's a beautiful sunscreen. Like, I like a lot of K-beauty, like Korean sunscreens, but in terms of non-K-beauty, like more high-end Sephora sunscreens, this is one of my favorite. I really, really like it. So between these two, I will use up the Nude Sticks, and I will not repurchase it, not anytime soon anyway, maybe for the winter, but I would definitely consider repurchasing the Murad, one of the nicer, high-end, expensive sunscreens that I've tried. All right, this is another product that I'm going to try to use up. This is actually relatively new to me. It's the Inculus tranexamic acid serum, and this one is in a pump dispenser, and it's completely opaque, so I cannot see how much is left. I've been liking this. It's a nice, like thicker gel consistency, but it soaks right in, doesn't pill. This is to target dark spots, hyperpigmentation, melasma, things like that. And I got it because that is one of my main skincare concerns. I've always had something in my arsenal to target like hyperpigmentation and just make my complexion more bright and even. And I know it takes a while to like notice differences, but I haven't noticed a significant difference. I've only been using it about a month. So really that's not long enough. But the reason I'm trying to use it up is because I saw this when the Sephora sale was still going on, and I really wanted to try it, and I think I'm going to replace the Inculus with this, provided it doesn't make my skin too sensitive. This is the Pharmacy Brighten Up tranexamic acid 3% with azelaic acid and polyhydroxy acid as well. So this is a mild, gentle exfoliator, plus it has TXA, plus it has azelaic acid. So it has the same thing that the Inkey List has, but it also has 2 additional ingredients just to help brighten and refine and make your complexion more even and just help things really soak in. It's also a lightweight, watery serum consistency versus the gel, more like lotiony consistency. So yeah, so far I've used this once. My skin did feel a little bit more sensitive the next day, so I didn't use it the next day. I've only put it on my skin once. I think this is going to be something I can use maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe 3 times a week. I don't think it's going to be something I can use every single day, whereas the Inkey List was something I could use every single day. But anyways, that's why I'm trying to use this up, because I want to switch to something that might be a little bit more effective. The next product that I'm trying to use up is actually just a little sample, and I haven't been using this consistently every single day, but I would say every other day I've been using it, and it has been lasting, and I really like it. If I was going to splurge and buy myself something high-end right now, this is something I would consider is anything from the Guerlain Abeille Royale line. So this is the Abeille Royale Watery Youth Oil Serum. It has these little balls of oil in there. It's actually getting a little cloudy. It's looking a little cloudy, so this needs to be used up and tossed. But these are so cute, and I got this as a free sample 2 months ago when I was in the city, and I really love it. It smells beautiful. It's basically like a lightweight, watery essence, but those little beads have like healthy oils and honey. So this is definitely like overpriced considering what it is, but it feels luxurious. It's beautiful. It's hydrating. I love the way it feels when I put it on. I love the way it smells. And I was considering getting a large one of these. They're just kind of expensive, so I didn't go through with that during this Sephora sale because I felt like it was just too much. But I love me a elegant, luxurious skincare routine. So something I am considering. I'm using this whole thing up, and if I find that I miss it after, it is something I would consider getting. But yeah, I have another one of these. It's in my travel bag, and surprisingly, this does last a really long time. The next thing that you can see that I'm getting pretty close to using up, this is looking so tattered and beaten up. This is the Madagascar Centella Ampule Foam from Skin 1004, and you can see how much is used up because I actually had to cut the top off to dig out the product from the inside because it was no longer coming out the bottom. It's really hard to get the product out. I think I'm going to have to even cut it further down to scoop it out because I'm having a hard time getting it out. But that's how much I love this product. It has lasted me a really long time as well. I think I've had this for, I want to say probably 8 months, honestly. And it is lasting a really, really long time. It's a beautiful facial cleanser. I wouldn't say it has reached holy grail status to the point that I have to repurchase it now that I'm out. I do believe I have Vanny Cream left in my linen closet. So once I'm out of this, I'm going to use up my Vanny Cream because I love Vanny Cream pretty much equally. What I like is a gentle, like soft lathering cleanser. Not necessarily a foaming cleanser, nothing harsh or stripping, but something that kind of has a nice, gentle, soft, milky lather, and that's what this does. So it's gentle, it's good for sensitive skin. It doesn't really have a fragrance at all, kind of just smells like whatever, this is made of, but it doesn't have added fragrance. A little bit goes a long way. Like I said, it's lasted me such a long time. It's beautiful. It's a Korean skincare. I believe you can get it from Amazon, but you can also definitely get it from like Style Vonna and Yes Style. So now with all like the tariffs and stuff like that, I don't know how much this would be, but it was affordable when I purchased it. But I would definitely consider purchasing this again. So this honestly still has like a few days left worth of product if I can get in there and dig it out. But I've been very happy with this and I really want to use it up. Okay, this next product is not something that I am almost out of, but it's something that I'm definitely making some headway on, and this is the Tear Milk Skin Toner. So you guys can see I am about 35%, maybe 40% of the way through. I absolutely love this. This is one of the best things I have ever purchased and brought into my skincare routine. My skin loves it. It's basically a lightweight, milky essence that has rice bran extract. I think it has niacinamide. I think it's got hyaluronic acid. I'm not even sure what all else is in here, but it's absolutely beautiful. Beats the heck out of the I'm From Rice toner, which I have used before. There's something in here that just makes it even more hydrating and even more nourishing than the I'm From Rice toner. This was a touch more expensive, but it wasn't terrible. I want to say it was like $40 or something Canadian. I got this 2 months ago as well, so As you can tell, it does last. I think this is going to be a product that lasts me about 5 months, maybe 6 months before I run out. Absolutely love it. I use it morning and night without fail, and that is how long it's lasted me. So morning and night for 2 months, and I'm not even halfway done the bottle, you guys. If you get anything from today's video, if there's one thing you want to try, make it be this. If you have dry skin, amazing. It just kind of like adds hydration into my skin and is the perfect primer before I go in with any of my active serums, moisturizer, sunscreen. It's amazing. All right, the next product that I am getting pretty close to being finished is my cleansing oil. This is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil, and I am about here on it. So I'm getting pretty close to being finished. That's how much is left. Yeah, I love this stuff. This was beautiful. Would I repurchase it? 100%. My favorite cleansing oil that I've used ever is still the Hada Labo, I think. I love the feel, the consistency, how well it works. I don't love the color of the packaging of the Hada Labo. It's like bright orangey yellow and it doesn't look so nice sitting on a tray. This is a lot more aesthetically pleasing. This also has lasted quite a while, and it is, it does last a long time. I still do have some of the Palmer's cocoa butter for face rosehip vitamin C cleansing oil. I can't remember the name of it, but I've got the Palmer's cocoa face cleansing oil in my linen closet. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to use the Palmer's until that's used up, and then I'll figure out what I want to get after that. But this I would definitely try again. But honestly, when it comes to Korean cleansing oils, I haven't tried a bad one. I think they're all good. And for me right now, it comes down kind of to price and availability just because of the economy in the world. And I also live in Canada, so I'm trying to be a little bit more picky and choosy with where I get things from. I have no problem supporting, Korean brands and things like that. It doesn't have to be local. It also has to be good for my skin, so bottom line, I only have one skin and I want to support it. So I do really like this, and I think I've got quite a few uses left of this cleansing oil to go before it's empty. Another product that I'm kind of just trying to use up is this Revitalizing Supreme Youth Power Eye Balm from Estee Lauder. So I had purchased this because I was looking for a specific eye cream, and as it turns out, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to use a separate eye cream from my moisturizer. So I have just been using this as a general moisturizer all over my face, and it's really nice. It's very thick. It smells beautiful. I love the way the Estee Lauder products smell. And this is, for my skin, I need something very, very rich. And this works really well just as an all-over face cream. Huge fan of the Estee Lauder products. I think they're really good for aging, mature skin, really good for dry skin. But I haven't been using it as an eye cream. I've just been using it here and there, sometimes morning, sometimes night, just as an all-over face cream. And even then, it's lasting a long time, and it's really beautiful. So this is my re-up of my Pharmacy Honey Halo. I just finished a container of this. I'll show you guys that in a moment in the empties, once we get to the empties bin. But this is something I've been loving and using as well. So that is in the empties bin, as I said. I'll show that to you in a minute. This is my new one. I haven't used it yet. Still completely untouched. I'm kind of do I want to finish my Tatcha and then dig into this, or do I want to continue using this as my night cream and the Tatcha as my day cream? I'm not really sure. This is my new Timeless that I just opened, Timeless Vitamin C. You guys have probably heard of this if you're into skincare. It's the 20% vitamin C plus ferulic acid and vitamin E. It's kind of a dupe of the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, and a lot of people love this and swear by it, and I have used it before with good results. I don't like the way it smells. I definitely prefer my previous vitamin C that I'll show you in a minute, my Sunday Riley, but I did completely use up my Sunday Riley CEO Glow. I'll show that to you in a minute. It's in the Empties container. So this is my new, my current open vitamin C. I will use this up because I know it's effective and it's a good product. And then when I'm done this, I'll decide if I want to go back to Sunday Riley, because I have to say, I love my Sunday Riley CEO Glow Oil. It is so good. It's one of my favorite vitamin C's of all time. I also like the Sunday Riley 15% vitamin C brightening serum. Both are great. Cosmetically and elegantly, I like them better than this. Efficacy-wise, this is probably just as effective, if not more effective. So it's just it comes down to you have to like what you're using too, though, you know. Plus, this could be a little bit more sensitizing to the skin and a little bit more irritating because it does have pure L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C, 20%, whereas the Sunday Riley has THD ascorbate, which is a little bit more gentle. This is my current retinoid of choice. I just looked and I do have a backup of this in my drawer in the bedroom. This is the Differin Adapalene 0.1%. This has been my retinoid of choice for years now, you guys. I attribute all of the positive changes I've seen in my skin to this and sunscreen, mostly sunscreen. But as I've shared before in other videos, I never used to wear sunscreen on a regular basis until I think it was 2019, 18 or 19. That was when I learned that I should have been wearing sunscreen every single day, even if I wasn't going outside, even if it was winter, even if I wasn't going to the beach. Up until that point, I was not a sunscreen wearer. I've talked about this at length in other videos, but from that point on, once I started watching Dr. Dre, who's a dermatologist here on YouTube, and once I started realizing that I should have been doing that, I didn't realize how much photo damage I had accumulated until I did before and after pictures months later, years later, after incorporating daily SPF 50. And then I did, shortly after that, start using a retinoid. So for those of you who don't know, this retinoid is a step down from tretinoin, but a step up from retinol. So it's stronger than your typical over-the-counter retinol, but it's not as strong as tretinoin. I have very sensitive skin. So far, I have not found the right tretinoin vehicle or dose for myself. Every time I try to use tretinoin, I have problems. I want to try using it again, but I'm going to have to get the cream formula and I'm going to have to get the lowest strength possible. But in the meantime, this has been working wonders for me and I am not sensitive to it at all. I'm so accustomed to using it and I'm so well acclimated that I can use this around my mouth, around my eyes, on my neck. Like, it just doesn't bother me anymore. And it has really yielded some great results. A little bit goes a long way. I have had this one open now for a couple months, I want to say at least. And you literally only need a pea-sized amount. Don't want to squirt out too much because I don't want to waste it. And a little bit just goes a really long way and I love it. So this is, I wouldn't say I'm trying to use this up, obviously, because it's not something you run through rapid fire, but this is something I have been using and, you know, loving and continue to make a dent in. All right, this isn't really part of Project Pan, I guess, although I did purchase this because I was trying to find a dupe for my La Mer and I've tried it before, didn't think it worked, thought it broke me out, wanted to try it again. I bought this like a while ago now, maybe a month or something. And this is the Nivea cream, just the good old-fashioned blue tin, German-made. Yeah, this smells very similar to La Mer, feels very similar, looks very similar, but it does break my face out. Every time I use this, I notice I'll have a little blemish. So I've been trying to use this on my neck and the back of my hands. And I will continue trying to use this on my face just because I love the way it smells, I love the way it feels, I love the consistency, I love the price. So many women have used this for years and swear by it, including my grandmother. Pretty sure my mom used it at one point. People swear by it. I like it. I'm trying to use it on my body because I don't break out on my neck or my hands, obviously, and it's a wonderful cream. So I am trying to use this up. So this one is not really, I guess, like, I would like to use it up. This probably will become a Project Pan because this is a moisturizer I got when I was in the city a couple months ago. It's the Dr. Althea 147 Barrier Cream. I really like it, but you guys, I still prefer my Pharmacy Honey Halo if I have to choose. So both of these I use only at night because they're hydrating, moisturizing, and they're very good for your skin's barrier. But I have to say, I reach for my Pharmacy way more than I reach for this. And so I kind of want to use this up before I dig back into my Pharmacy, my Honey Halo, because yeah, as much as I do like this, and I think it's a great cream, it's not my favorite. So, and I mean, there is so much in here. It is going to take forever to go through this, but I would say this is definitely part of a Project Pan. Maybe when I'm done today's video, I'm going to leave out on my tray only the stuff that I'm trying to use up because I really want to burn through my open products before I start using like newer things. And the last product that I'm kind of trying to use up / I'm a little indifferent about, but I have a backup, is my Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream. So what I was doing was I was using this as my morning moisturizer and the Pharmacy Honey Halo or the 147 as my nighttime moisturizer because this is a little bit more like silicone-y feeling. It leaves my skin feeling more silky and primed for makeup. It's a beautiful cream. I really, really like it. I do have a backup. This is one of those refillable containers, and I really like it. Maybe going forward, this will be my morning moisturizer, and I'll just keep using the Pharmacy Honey Halo as my nighttime. The Honey Halo also works good under makeup though, so I could just use Honey Halo day, like morning and night, but I wouldn't say this is really in a pan, like a project pan, but I am liking it and using it. But I definitely took a bit of a break because I was loving my pharmacy so much that that's all I was using, like day and night. I just kept reaching for it. And then, like I say, I've been also trying to use up the Estee Lauder, and then I've also had the Dr. Althea. So like, yeah, it just is taking me a while to go through my Tatcha, but I really should try to make it a point to get through this. I think it has a 6-month shelf life, so I probably should try to use this up. All right, so those are my skincare products that I have. Either I'm close to being finished, or I've just popped them open because I just burned through another one, or I'm using up, or I'm loving, or I've got major dents in. I'm going to go ahead and put them back on the tray. I'm going to put only the things on the tray that I want to use up, and I'm going to put the other ones away in my dresser for now, and then we're going to go through my empties. All right, so that's it for stuff that is either partially used, or I'm trying to use it up, or like almost empty. And then these are things that are either like, well, this one's completely empty, and then these are a little bit more full / more untouched. I don't know, the Murad, I really should be like trying to use this up too, in addition to the nude sticks. But yeah, I'll keep this in the bathroom for now, but these ones I think I'm going to put away because this is pretty much brand new. This is very gently touched, and this one's also brand new. And then I really just want to, you know, finish up what I can on here. And as I go through things on here, I will add back other items. And I really don't think the Murad is going to go bad in the next month, and I will be done the nude sticks for sure within the next couple weeks. All right, guys, so let's go through my empties now, this is very satisfying for me. There's quite a few good empties in here. Things I love, new favorites, stuff I won't purchase again. But yeah, there's a lot of really great things in here. So the very first empty that I have is my beloved Sunday Riley CEO Glow Vitamin C and Turmeric Face Oil. I love this product so much. I just, I go back and forth deciding if I want this one or another vitamin C. What I love about this so much, first of all, it feels nice. It is cosmetically elegant to apply to my face. It is an oil, but it's a lightweight oil, so it doesn't leave me feeling greasy, but it definitely gives me this glow from within. And as somebody with dry, sensitive skin, I really appreciate that. I often get comments on my skin if I don't wear makeup. If I wear makeup, I usually look a little bit more mattified, but if I only wear like my skincare and sunscreen, I get compliments all the time about how my skin is glowing and it looks great and all this stuff. And a huge part of that I feel is from this oil. Also wonderful for the winter if you just need that added hydration and something to kind of lock things in. This isn't like, I wouldn't say it's a super occlusive oil. It's not something you use as your last step. It's something you put on actually earlier in your routine because it does have the active ingredient of vitamin C. So you want your skin to absorb it. Anyway, it just has a dropper, and it is a it's an orange formula. It's an orange color, and it smells like citrus and turmeric, but very, very subtly. It more so just smells like healthy oils, and I freaking love this stuff. Like, yeah, I almost wish I wouldn't have gotten the Timeless because I just kind of want more of this. It's such a favorite. It's such a favorite. So this one and the Sunday Riley 15% brightening vitamin C serum, I also really, really love. So this lasted a really long time. It is kind of expensive, but it does last a long time. We'll see what happens with the economy. We'll see what happens with the market. No, this isn't Canadian owned, but I love it. So I will continue to repurchase it. So yeah, this is something that I probably should have actually purchased a backup of during the sale, just considering the economy. I almost want to look and see what the prices are now because I feel like the prices of things are only going to go up in the next 6 months to a year. And by the time I'm done my Timeless, if I want this again, I feel like the price is going to be even higher. But anyway, love this. Can't recommend it enough, you guys. So good for gentle skin, gives you a glow, and also has that added benefit of that brightening vitamin C in there. And this is my Empty Pharmacy Honey Halo. So there is like a little bit in here. If I really dug my finger around, I could probably get another use out of it, but oh, love this stuff so much, you guys. I can't tell you how much I love this stuff. This is like my 3rd or 4th container of this, and it's so good. It's so hydrating and buttery and gentle, and it just absorbs into your skin just as if you have put butter on your skin, literally. But it doesn't make you feel greasy or look greasy. But imagine the consistency of like putting like butter on your skin. That's kind of how it feels. And it's also the same color as that, but it soaks right in, and it has this very subtle honey scent that for me, I've told you guys before, has just become nostalgic. I just love it. Yeah, one of my favorite things for sure. It has a magnetic cap so that you can put your spatula on there, and can't say enough good things about it. So very, very happy to have made my way through another one of these. I just, I love it. I've tried other things in the meantime, and I just keep going back to it. All right, it must have been a while since I've done an Empties video because I have 2 melatonin Empties. This is the Jameson Melatonin 5 milligrams fast dissolving. I do use melatonin pretty much every single night. It gives me a great sleep. I don't seem to be forming any kind of a tolerance to it or anything like that, or like maybe a dependence, maybe actually, which isn't good. But you guys, like I said, with my night shifts, there was just no good solution. Like there's never been a good solution. What I would like is just good sleep hygiene, just a normal circadian rhythm, a healthy, normal routine. Go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, and be consistent. And when I'm not doing night shifts, you guys, that's really easy for me to do. If I ever have a stretch of like 2 weeks off, I get into such a great routine of like when I go to bed and when I wake up, and it works very well for me. I don't even need an alarm clock. I just wake up on my own at like 6 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning. And if I'm working a day shift, that's pretty much when I have to wake up, is at about 5 a.m. So it works really well. But when I was doing night shifts, I just, like, my sleep was so messy. It was all over the place, was never consistent, and I always felt like I was catching up. Anyway, this has been wonderful for helping with that. Maybe in the future I won't have to rely on it as much because I won't be doing the night shifts, which would be wonderful. But it does work really well. I usually take 10 milligrams at bedtime, which is a lot, but it, like I said, it was getting to a point that my body didn't know how or when to sleep because I was so screwed up from like night shifts. So I'm very, very grateful that I have this new position coming up that I won't have to worry about these nights anymore because they have been killing me, literally. All right, we also have an empty vitamin D3. Currently, I am trying to use up my cod liver oil, which has vitamin A and vitamin D in it. Once I'm done using up my cod liver oil, I will continue using vitamin D, which I have more of in my cupboard. But it took me quite a while to go through this. So I like to take vitamin D just because I want to guarantee that I'm getting enough, especially being in Canada, especially suffering from a little bit of seasonal affective disorder, being so far north of the equator. The next empty is actually a deodorant, and this is the Dove Advanced Care Shea Butter scent. I really like this one. I have become partial to the Dove deodorants. I like the Dove for men and I like the Dove for women. I've shared with you guys before that the Dove for men is less expensive for what you get. You definitely get more value for your money, which is kind of a double standard there, but that's the truth. And the Dove Clean Comfort for men doesn't smell masculine, but it keeps you dry and smelling fresh, but without smelling like a man. So I really like the Dove Clean Comfort for men. It's the one I'm currently using. And I also like these ones for women. I find that they work really well, but you guys, the price of deodorant, I will only buy deodorant if it's on sale. Like going forward, I will wait for there to be like a sale somewhere and I'll buy like 3 or 4 just to, stock up because it is madness. You guys, in Canada, a deodorant like this is like $8. Like $8. I remember when it was like $2.99 and that wasn't that long ago. So they're just so expensive. It's insane. Literally twice as much. I like when it comes to things like this, I get what's on sale, accessible, like what's near me. I'm not so much worried about where it's made. I just want to get what's affordable because there's principles and then there's not being able to afford your groceries. So yeah, it's like if this goes on sale, I get it. I'm not sure where it's made. I doubt that it's Canadian made. I really doubt. It says imported or distributed by Unilever Canada, Toronto, but I feel like it's maybe not made in Toronto. But anyway, so really like this and would recommend for sure. I think it does a good job of keeping me clean, dry. Okay, I just have a couple of little samples here. This one I actually brought with me when I went to my trip to Mexico. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex. Just a cute little dropper bottle. This actually lasted a really long time, you guys. I got this again as a sample 2 months ago when I was in the city, and I was using it pretty much day and night, and I really liked it. I think there's retinol in here. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys, I could see myself buying a full one of these. But this gets really good reviews. People swear by it. I don't really know what the active ingredients in. For all I know, it could just be all marketing. But I really enjoyed this, and I could see myself getting, you know, plus I love the look of the little container. I think the little like brown container is so aesthetic looking for on your counter. I could definitely see myself getting a full size of this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What did it do for me? I'm not really sure. I liked using it. I felt that it made my skin more hydrated, and it just felt luxurious putting it on. I don't know, anything I can do to put on my skin that adds even more hydration, I'm happy with it. And it's such a cute little container. And then this was another sample that I went through, and I loved it. I think the things that I used and liked, I'm going to keep the containers to remind myself that I might want to get a full one in the future. So this is something I wouldn't mind trying. This is actually the Guerlain Abeille Royale Honey Treatment Day Cream. A little bit expensive. So there's kind of a common theme here. I love the honey in the pharmacy honey halo, and I loved the honey in here too. And this smelled absolutely beautiful. It's kind of hard to smell right now, but it smells beautiful, and it's got that honey in there, which is really good for your skin. And it just was luxurious and gorgeous, and I really, really liked it. I would really love a full container of this one day. If I ever have a little bit of extra money and I need some retail therapy, this is where I would go. I would go to the Abeille Royale line from Guerlain, because I love me some luxurious skincare, and this was beautiful. So if you're ever wondering like what's worth it, and this isn't as expensive as some of the super higher end, it's not that expensive. It's less expensive than La Mer, but more expensive than your typical Sephora. It's kind of like middle, and a little bit more expensive than like Estee Lauder as well, I would say. But this was worth it. This was worth it. So I'm going to hold on to this little sample just to remind myself that I might want to try it one day. All right, this is my collagen empty for this video. Every time I do a video like this, I always have a collagen empty. This is the Collagen 30 Bioactive Collagen Peptides Anti-Wrinkle. This one I got because it was on sale and it was easily accessible to me. It was just at Walmart and it was on sale one day. I really liked it. I would get it again. So yeah, 10 grams of collagen is your daily dose that if you take that consistently, you will see changes in your skin, hair, nails, joints, things like that. But I've been putting collagen in my coffee every single day for, I don't know, a couple years now, really liking it. Whenever I meet people who don't know my age, people are always surprised to find out my age. Like, I think I give off vibes that I'm more mature. And then when people find out the ages of my children, they put 2 and 2 together and they're like, oh, you must be this age. But if people don't know anything about me, they always assume I'm in my early 20s or my mid 20s, which is so nice. And I'm not saying it's all because of the collagen. I think it's just healthy lifestyle. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I eat well, I weight train, I keep active, I try to sleep. Sleep has been hard. But yeah, I do think that little things like this just add up, you know, just these little daily rituals. And I just really enjoy it. It's something I can do to, at the very least, give myself an extra 10 grams of protein a day, whether or not it does a lot. You know, some of it is anecdotal, but there are studies that show that taking 10 grams of collagen orally per day makes a difference. Applying it topically in your skincare, no. The studies show that collagen is too big to permeate your skin. So don't fall for the marketing of skincare with collagen in it, but taking it by mouth, yes, absolutely. All right, we have a mouthwash empty, and this is the last Crest mouthwash empty that you will probably see on my channel. Maybe ever, I shouldn't say ever, but we have found a new favorite mouthwash. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this. This was just kind of like previously what everybody in my family liked. My daughter liked it, I liked it, my boyfriend liked it. So it was just that thing that we just kept purchasing. However, I have a very sensitive tongue, and even though this is alcohol-free, it still burned my tongue. All right, so this is our new favorite mouthwash. However, if you go to Walmart, and I'm not sure where in the States, but they do have a no-name version of this mouthwash that is pretty much the same thing and works really well. But this is the TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. This one I tried just because I had seen quite a few people say it was their holy grail. People loved it. I really wanted to try it, and I loved it. This is the Icy Mint. Actually, my favorite one is the one in the green bottle, which I think is called Mild Mint. I don't know if my boyfriend will like that one so much because it's not as potent. Like, it doesn't have as much of a strong taste to it. But I like the mild one because it doesn't burn my tongue at all. This one barely burns, but if I gargle for like long enough or rinse for long enough, it will eventually start to bother me because my tongue is just super sensitive. But the mild mint one never ever burns. So I love these. They just feel more natural. They feel more mild as compared to something like the Crest. I feel like they work better. I feel like it's just like a different clean. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a different kind of clean, and yeah, it keeps your breath fresh and no alcohol, no dyes. It just feels better. It just feels better than the Crest. So I do have a shampoo empty, and I kind of cheated a little bit here because this wasn't completely empty. I just dumped what was left into my current shampoo bottle, and I do that sometimes if I'm trying to clean up and declutter and like amalgamate and save space. I will dump shampoo from one container into another just to get rid of the bottle, just so that I only have one bottle. So I did dump this into my Kristen S clarifying shampoo, which is fine because I'm not particular about like shampoos so much. Like, to me, a shampoo is a shampoo. I'm just not worried about it. So I liked this. It was a little bit expensive. I don't know if I'd repurchase it just because of the price. This is one of those more like natural shampoos that you can get from like natural food stores. It's the Desert Essence Tea Tree Replenishing Shampoo with peppermint and yucca. I liked it, but yeah, it was like $14 or $15 for this, and for a small amount. I probably wouldn't get it again. These days, I'm not partial to like one shampoo or one conditioner. I don't have like a holy grail, but I'm kind of just wanting what works and what gives me good value for money. So especially with the economy going forward, I'm going to try to find like more value size things that I really like and just use them. But I'm somebody who, unfortunately, I get tired of shampoo and conditioner really easily. I get bored really easily for some reason, and I want to try new things. And I'm really bad for browsing the shampoo section and finding something different and thinking, oh, that sounds nice. I really want to try that. So I have to get out of that habit. But right now I only have 2 open shampoos in my house and 2 open conditioners. And then I have, I think, 1 backup in my closet. So yeah, I'm trying to project pan my shampoos as best as I can before I buy anything new. And the last item in my empties is actually the Aveeno Tone and Texture Daily Renewing Lotion. So I've told you guys about this before. I love this lotion so much because it has a gentle exfoliator in it. And so it makes your skin super smooth and super soft. This is my second bottle of this. I didn't repurchase it because it is kind of expensive. And when I was shopping for like a new lotion, I was that mood. I have different moods. I have one mood where I'm like, I want all the luxury, give me all the best stuff. And I have the other mood where I'm like, I need to be frugal and save money. And I kind of alternate, unfortunately. But small steps, right? Baby steps in the right direction. But when I was at the store and I bought more lotion, I went for good old Vaseline, cocoa butter, intensive care, just because it was affordable and I know that it works really well. However, this is still my favorite lotion. But it's like $28 Canadian, you guys. Like, it's pretty expensive for a body lotion. It does last, but I just didn't feel like spending $30 on that particular day that I was in the store. But I definitely would still recommend this if you can get it on sale, if you can get it in bulk. Amazing. One of the best body lotions I've ever used. My boyfriend has commented that my legs feel super smooth, like even smoother since I started using this. So I love it, especially if you need to exfoliate. It's a great lotion for that. So yeah, this is empty, and unfortunately I will not be purchasing it right away just because of the price. So that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of the things that I'm working my way through, things that I'm almost out of. I do apologize again for my raspy voice. Hopefully next time I film, my voice will be back in full swing, and I'll see you guys all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.